I don't give a crap about anything right now. I just want to do this little mukbang because it's what I love doing. Why is it when you set aside a day to get stuff done and you're just like, this is it, this is the day, you get up, you're ready to drink coffee, you're ready to go, you start getting stuff done, all of a sudden you start getting like 90 billion distractions. Like people will start calling you, they start emailing you, it's just nonstop. They're knocking at your door. You're like, but 2 days ago, I had nothing. Yesterday, nothing going on. Today, finally get a day to do stuff. Everybody's calling me. Everybody's bothering me. I'm like, what the crap is this? That's why I always say, like, I don't make plans, because I never say I have nothing to do that day, because anytime I say that, something happens. And I'm like, I'm just not going to say that anymore. So sorry about the view. You guys are sitting in my fireplace right now, and the sun is like, I have like half light right now. So I'm eating a leftover pork chop because why not? It was actually a southern fried pork chop. I'm hungry. I've been cleaning. This is what the pork chop looks like. Anybody wants to know? Heat up in the microwave. It's so weird. Like, then my vacuum cleaner decided my best vacuum cleaner that I have in the house, gun salute, 21 gun salute, it decided that today was the day. So now I am stuck with my little tiny dirt devil. I've had this dirt devil for about 7 years, but it's not meant for like deep vacuuming. Like it's basically like, it's pretty much like a broom it's electric broom. And it works. It's just, it don't work as good as I like my carpets vacuumed. So, but I'm just going to make do with the one that I have right now. And then in about 2 weeks, I'm buying a new vacuum cleaner. So when I get paid. But anyway. It's so annoying. Like, it happens all the time. Some days, you just gotta block that all out and just keep doing what you're doing. Because, so then Monday, I wanted to go out. I wanted to go shopping and stuff. I was rearing to go. Had the whole day planned out. And I was going to have me and my husband go to lunch at our favorite restaurant. I was like, cool. All of a sudden, my husband decided to start acting a certain way. And he had a really, really bad attitude that day. Pretty much ruined the whole entire day. And I'm like, okay, this is weird, you know. So that afternoon, as it's starting to get closer to my kids coming home from school, and the day's pretty much going to a wrap, he's like, oh, you want to go out now? And I'm like, no. So then yesterday came. I didn't want to go anywhere. I was just kind of like, I wanted really to just to stay home yesterday. I'm in my luteal phase right now. So basically when you're in your luteal phase, you're basically trying to wrap things up. Like you're trying to get stuff done. You're trying to, finish projects, things like that. Because once your menstrual cycle starts, you don't feel like doing anything because you're literally physically drained and you're in pain. Like nobody feels like sitting here. So maybe some women do. I personally don't when I'm in my menstrual phase. I don't usually do a lot. I'll do minimum things, but I don't try to bust out a bunch of crap. So the days leading up to that, I try to get as much done as I possibly can. So anyways, yesterday I didn't feel like going anywhere. I was just like, I want to stay home. I really want to clean today. I want to get stuff done around the house. I want to wrap projects up. I want to start getting stuff done. And I just wanted to clean my house. It just makes me happy to do that. He wanted to go out. And I'm like, I just wanted to go out one day and you didn't want to go. And now you want to go out the day that I don't want to go out. I'm like, why does this keep happening? And then today I put my foot down and I was like, I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying home. I'm getting stuff done. I'm making recipes, making grocery lists, blah, blah, blah. I've already had like 5 phone calls in the past hour from random people. Just random people calling me, being like, oh yeah, remember that thing that you scheduled like 2 years ago? No. I'm like, who are you? One was OT therapy for my son. Now, I asked about this back in July of last year. It was like June or July of last year. They just now got to it. Today. Of all days, today. Like, whatever. Just stupid crap. And then my mom, she barely talks to me anymore. I don't know if it's because she's getting older. Like, she doesn't really socialize anymore. Oh. And then she'll go through these phases where she'll just start calling and texting me like nonstop. And I'm like, I love my mom to death, but I'm like, I really got to get stuff done. Like, I have my own life that I'm trying to do, you know? And so when I talk, you know. Now, most of the time I don't mind. Like, most of the time I'll just be like, whatever, or I'll text. I don't really care. Because the thing I always say is, and I tell everybody this, is that one day you're not going to get that phone call, and you're not going to be able to call them. You know what I mean? So it's like, try to spend as much time as you possibly can with the people that you love, you know? And I say that for a lot of people. Like, I say that for pretty much everybody in my life. But you also have to have your own life and live your own life. So you gotta kind of get stuff done. You know what I'm saying? So, but with me, it's always on days that I want to do stuff. And people will start bothering me. And I'm like, what in the crap? Whatever. Anyways, change the subject. Yesterday and Monday, I was trying to look for, my hair right now is jacked. Let me explain. So, I have naturally thick hair. And I got this great idea in my mind that I was going to get my hair cut as short as I possibly could without getting it cut short as it could. So I was like, I'm going to get a bob. Now, mind you, I have not had a bob since I was 27, 28. And my hair right now in the state of life that I'm in is starting to get really coarse. It's very like coarse and it's very thick the older that I'm getting. So it doesn't like lay flat anymore. It doesn't like have this really cute, like, it's not cute. It's very square, but it's thick. I asked the lady, because my hair was about right here. It was like right at my collarbone. So she took off, that's like what, 5 inches, like 4 to 5 inches of my hair. And I asked her if she could, you know, do that. And then I wanted it to be a sleek bob and I wanted her to thin it out. I don't know if she was in a bad mood that day. I don't know what was really going on with her, but I've never, like, this didn't happen before. I've never had a bad experience, and this was the first bad experience I've had. So she kind of just started chopping at my hair. I wanted it right here. So my hair has grown a little bit since she's cut it. So initially my hair, when she first cut it, was right So now it's grown like an inch, a milli-inch past my chin. But as you can tell, it's uneven. It's not even even. And it's falling out, which I'll get to here in a minute. It's not even at all. So she starts hacking at it. I wanted it right here, like mid-neck, a little bit below my jaw. This is how short she went. I think she screwed up, and she realized that she did, because when she was in the back of my head, she started way too high up. And I think she realized that she made a mistake. And she said to me, we're going to have to go higher. And I was like, what? And her excuse was that I had dark hair back here that was peeking out because she went too short. So then after that, I told her I wanted my hair thinned out. But now she cut it too short. But she went in with the thinning shears anyways. And when you do that, sometimes what happens is your hair will start to grow in. Your hair will start to grow in thicker, or it will fall out. Mine is falling out now, and it's extremely thick. It's just falling out in gobs. Like, it's really bad now. So she looks at me mid-cut and says, after it's almost done, she goes, oh, by the way, you need to chill on the lightener. First off, I don't do that much. I literally probably only bleach my hair about every 3 to 4 months because I do my roots, and I hate doing this. It drives me absolutely insane. It's the most tedious process to do. I don't like doing it. I love the outcome, but I don't like doing it. I mostly just use toner, and I'll just tone my hair like every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks. I'll do it just to brighten it up a little bit. So I didn't quite understand what she was saying. I know that my ends were very dry, but I'm a blonde, so your ends will get dry because you're using bleach. She kind of had a little bit of an attitude about it. So basically, I think she was trying to pass blame on me because she screwed up. At this point, I already knew she had screwed up. When she turned the chair around, it was way too short. I was like, oh my God, this is going to take at least till December to grow back out again. So my hair has been falling out, and it's been really hard to style. I cannot style this at all. It's impossible to style. So I was looking for my hair extensions the other day, and I found them. I've had these hair extensions for a while, but I've never had a reason to wear them because my hair's been pretty good. Like, I really had a reason to wear them because my hair's been in a good length. Sorry about the guys in the background. They're driving me absolutely insane. He's been weed whipping now for 3 days. It takes them about a week for them to do our yard. Like, they're very OCD about it. It's really weird. It looks good when it's done, but it's crazy, like, what they do. So anyways, my hair's been good, and the length that I usually keep my hair at is I usually keep it about right here, but I just got sick of it. Like, I didn't really want to keep it that way for summer, so I was like, I'm just gonna go, a little short, a little sassy for summertime, not this short. Anyways, so I found my hair extensions, and these are the Irresistible Me hair extensions. These are the best hair extensions ever. I actually found out about these through one of my favorite YouTubers. She used to buy these. I don't know if she still does or not. If you want to follow her, I highly recommend it. It's still glamorous. Don't ask me how to spell glamorous because I don't know how, but Casey Michaels, you can also look her up that way. Anyway, she used to talk about these all the time. She used to wear these. And I was always kind of like, maybe I should look into them. Now, I bought these back in 2019, and I spent $236 on these. Now, the reason why I spent so much on these is because length and thickness. They have like different thickness. They're not $236 anymore. They're probably, they might even be cheaper, but I don't know. So I have bleached these. I have put toner on these things. And ironically enough, now they kind of match my hair. That was one of the biggest issues I had with these. I could never get these to match my hair. This is the actual weft that I like the most. It's a 4-piece weft. It's a 4-piece clip-in weft. and you can just slap this sucker in your head and like you got instant length. So like I said, the problem is with my hair right now is this. See how it has like this thickness down here? It don't look cute. Like, it's not cute. My hair is very stubborn. I have a really hard time with my hair. So when I go through situations like this where I have a bad hair season, I usually just wear wigs. I'll just pop a wig on, and I've been doing that for the past couple of days, and I don't really like wearing wigs anymore. I'm not a fan of them. I used to back when I was in my 20s and early 30s, but now that I'm getting close to my 40s, I just don't like it anymore. So I'm thinking I'm going to try to work with these. I'm going to try to figure something out when I do go out, to figure out, like, just to make myself look normal with my hair. I don't like to wear my hair like this because it looks like a wig and it looks like crapola, and it's just way too thick. There's way too much hair. Like, this is ridiculous, and it falls out, like I said, like crazy. So my husband was actually getting kind of concerned. He said the one day he was like, why is your hair falling out so much? And I had to explain it to him. He's like, why did you do that? He's like, why did you let her? And I'm like, I didn't. I'm like, she literally just went crazy and just started hacking at my hair. So I have to find a new hairstylist. I have to look in my neighborhood again. I'm thinking about going back to my old hairstylist. I'm not really sure if I want to or not, because I had a bad experience a year and a half ago with them. It was really like disappointing experience, and I told myself I was never going back there, because I'm not going to give someone my money, and I'm not going to give somebody funds when you treat your customers like disrespectful, and you got these like weird, strange attitudes or things like that. And every time I went in there, I just felt very uncomfortable. I always felt like they were talking about me behind my back, or they were just sassy. They always had like these sassy attitudes, and a lot of the hairstylists that were there had been there for 20 years. They've just been there for a long time, so they kind of got like used to being there. And I remember the very first time I went there, I had my daughter with me, and I had my 2 kids. Well, at this time, I didn't have a babysitter, and so my husband was with the kids. They were running through the salon. They were kind of being pains in the butt, and so, but my husband ended up taking them out. He took them to the car. My daughter ended up staying in there with me, but she was good. I mean, she basically just, she played on her tablet, and she sat in the chair, and she just waited for me to get done. And I didn't like leave a negative review on their page. It was more or less just like, this place is really great, but I kind of felt like kind of thing. Other than that, this place is great, blah, blah. So it was like a positive review, but it was just like a little bit of a, a critique. Well, they didn't like that. They don't like critique. They got very upset. They started blowing up like my whole entire comment. They were attacking me in personal aspects, because one of them knew me personally and started attacking me about things that they shouldn't even been talking about on a actual salon page. And they were talking about personal aspects of my life on this page. And this lady just kept going. Like, she was just being extremely rude. And they were backing her up. They were like saying things like, oh yeah, exactly, things like that. I'm like, what is going on here? So you'd think they would want customers to come in there, but it's not that way. They basically keep the clientele that they have, and all the rest they just kind of push out. They don't really want other clientele in there. And it's just, it's very high schoolish. It's a very like high schoolish salon, and it's very, it's just not a comfortable place to be. It really isn't. And the trust that I have with them now is broken, because I'm afraid that if I go in there now, they're just going to try to destroy my hair on purpose, or just start some more drama back up again. And I really don't want to go back there. So I'm sticking it out with the salon that I have now. I don't know if maybe she was just having a bad day. I mean, it's not like she did a horrible job to my hair. It's just that it wasn't like up to par. It wasn't up to like what she had done before. And I know people have bad days, and sometimes you're just not paying attention to what you're doing, and so I know that it happens, but I think the next time I go, I'm going to go in the morning, because I know that I ended up going in the afternoon, and you never want to go to a salon in the afternoon. You just don't, because the stylists are burnt out. They've been there all day long. They don't even care about what they're doing. They're just trying to get it done and get you out of the chair so they can go home. And I just kind of was like, all right, I'm going to, because the first time I came in there, it was like 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, and she did a fantastic job. Like, my hair looked like Kim Kardashian hair. It was smooth, trim, it was perfect. This time it was kind of just like she was frustrated with something in her personal life. I could tell, like, she wasn't really with it. She kept looking at her phone and things like that. So I don't know if she was like arguing with her husband or something like that, and she was kind of just hurried up trying to get my hair done. But I'm going to give them a second chance. I'm going to give them a second chance and see if maybe it was just a fluke. I don't really know. But I'm very picky about my hair, so it's just... And I'm also going to try to use my hair extensions. So I'm going to try to pop these in today and see if I can do something with them. So I can do like some sort of hairstyle. My hair is getting to a point where I can actually pull it back now. But it's like these pieces on the sides don't reach yet. So I have to use like a ton of bobby pins to get it to stay back. And I don't really like doing that either. I'm very picky about my hair. I'm very, very picky. Always have been. And I like my hair a certain way. If I don't like it, I don't do it. I'll just leave my hair alone and I won't go out. Like, I'll just be like, no, I'm just going to wait till it grows out. So, any hooser, that pork chop was whack. That's why I stopped eating it. It did not taste good. Don't do what I did if you have thick hair and you're trying to go short. Don't do this. It's not going to be cute. It's literally going to just fluff up, and it's going to be a disaster. So I don't recommend doing this. I do not. I'm glad I did it at the beginning of spring, because now I have like all summer long for all this to grow out, and once the sun hits it, it'll probably start growing a little bit faster. But I am never ever doing this ever again. No desire whatsoever to do this ever again. Never. I mean, it's falling out. Like, I'm just sitting here and it's just falling out. I don't know. Peace out, you guys. I'm done talking. Thank you for listening to my pork chop rant.